Alright, so we've been talking. Yesterday, remember after the STAR test, we did a little knowledge rating. Let me pull it up for you. I'm going to show you what, not everybody got to complete it, but I think I got enough information from what the people that did to give you this. Now, remember we went through and we said the words together. I told you were going to tell me if you had never heard of the word, if you had heard of the word before, if you had heard of the word and you knew a definition, or if you had heard the word and you knew it so well that you could either use it in your own sentence or tell me synonyms and antonyms. And then I told you that I wanted you to guess what the word means. Well, I took a tally of everybody that did the knowledge rating, and this is what I found. Of our 10 words, most of them you had never heard of before. So we've got a lot of work to do because these words are going to be in the book that we are reading starting on Thursday. So we're going to go through the vocabulary today. I'm going to give you a sheet of paper. Now, how many of you have used word maps in your 5th grade classes? They look kind of like this. Oh, you should have been in my 5th grade reading class last year because we use these a lot. Okay, this is called a word map. I'm going to show you exactly what needs to go in each box. We have 10 words, and I'm giving you a sheet of paper that has 11 different boxes on it. There's a nice space for you to write your name. I want you to write your name on it today. I'm going to take it up, and then when we finish tomorrow, I'll give it back to you. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these out. This is why you need something to bear down on. So. Alright, while we're getting those passed out, let's go ahead and say these words again. I'm going to say it, and I want you to repeat it for me, please. Gleam.
Gleam.
Let's try it again. Gleam.
Gleam.
Linger.
Linger.
Perspire.
Perspire.
Shrill.
Shrill.
Convulsed.
Convulsed.
Frantic.
Frantic.
Abrupt.
Abrupt.
Coddle.
Coddle.
Forbidden.
Forbidden.
Gawk.
Gawk.
Okay, so those are the 10 words that we're going to look at. Let's switch back to our smart notebook thing. Yes, Diana. Alright. So the book that we are going to be looking at starting on Thursday is Goosebumps, Welcome to Camp Nightmare. It's by R.L. Stein. And I took all of these books. I read this book this weekend. I took all of these words straight out of this book, so you will be seeing them again in context. Alright. We're going to go through these together. I made it a little bit interactive, but I want you to watch me on the first one so that you know what to do. Now, if I'm going by what 5th grade said, we have no idea what the word gleamed is. On your sheet of paper, you can either choose this one or this one, as long as they all get on here. I don't care what order. Go ahead and write gleamed where I have it on my big word map on the board. Now, we've been working a lot with context clues, and I have provided you with a sentence. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that sentence up. Because I don't know what the word means, so I'm going to see if I can figure it out from the sentence. Now, I'm going to read my sentence. It says, the diamond ring gleamed brightly in the sunlight. Now, there are some very, very important words in there. I got the word sunlight, got the word brightly, my diamond ring. Now, most of you probably don't have a diamond ring. Maybe you do, okay. My diamond ring, I think about, well, when I stick my diamond ring in the sunlight, it does do some stuff brightly. Some of the stuff it might do, it might sparkle, it might shine. It might glitter in the sunlight. Those are things that I know about myself, and something that I would do if I stuck my ring in the sunlight or in the light. I know that it shines. Now, I've also given you a picture to try to help. Whoop, picked up the box on that one. Now, here is a picture of a diamond ring gleaming in the sunlight. Now, I notice from this picture, if I look right here, on her finger, it's doing what? Kind of shining or sparkling. Okay? Now, I want you guys to go ahead and write this sentence in your top right box. You do not have to write the stuff I wrote in green. I'm going to give you an actual definition. This is just our way of trying to think our way through it before we find out the actual definition. I do not expect you to draw a picture unless you would like to try to draw a picture of a diamond ring. Yes, ma'am. Did that one break too? Alright, so far I've looked at my context clues in my sentence. I kind of gave me a little bit of an idea about what the word might mean. I looked at the picture to help me, and it kind of confirmed what I said. So now I'm going to go ahead and look at my definition. Was I right?
Yes.
Alright, so the definition that I want you to put in the top left corner, gleamed, or gleam means to shine brightly. Gleamed means shine brightly. Yes, sir.
Is it true?
No, that is not my ring in the picture.
It looked like that. No, that was a hand.
Now we're not completely done with our box. We're missing one thing. When we say that we know a word, what does it mean to know a word? Okay, it might mean to know the definition of it, but it's more than that. If I know a word, what else can I do with that word?
Put it in a sentence.
I can use it correctly in a sentence. What else could I name that has to do with that word? I can use synonyms and antonyms that are very close to it. So for me to fully know this word, I'm also going to need some synonyms. So I've got some synonyms down here, and I had already put some of these up there when I was trying to come up with my definition. I had written some synonyms that were very helpful for me to help me figure out. So, in your bottom left box, I want you to write synonyms: shine, glitter, and sparkle. Alright, so when something gleams, it's going to shine or it's going to sparkle. Now you have a sentence, you have synonyms and antonyms, and you have a definition. So we've got all kinds of a picture also. Alright, does anybody have any questions about the word gleamed before I move on? Alright. Now it's your turn. Our second word is linger. Everybody say linger.
Linger.
Alright, who would like to come erase the sentence for me? Aliana, go ahead and do the top right box for me. Let's see what sentence we have for linger.
Something, lingered. Spell.
Ooh, this is a long sentence.
Experiment lingered in the experiment room.
There we go. The smell from the science experiment lingered in the room long after the experiment was over. Alright. Now, I want you to think about the word linger. We know, we're going to use our context clues. There's a smell, and it's lingering. What do you think that might mean, Sedania?
It stinks.
Okay. Well, that's part of the smell. What do you think linger means?
Translate. Moving.
You think it might mean that it's moving? Oh, let me put it over here. I'll be able to erase that. We're going to see. We're going to go ahead and write everything down. We're going to test and see if we're right. Who has a different idea? Don't be afraid. Now, let's look at the context clues again. The smell is lingering long after the experiment is over. So what could that mean? Randy, you want to give it a shot? What did you say? She said it might mean that it's lasting. Does that make sense if I say the smell from the science experiment lasted in the room long after the experiment was over? Can the smell stay around for a long time?
Yes.
Sometimes smells can. Let's look and see if our picture gives us any other clues. Who would like to erase? Takaya, come on and do the bottom right corner and show us what our picture is. Alright, we got that science experiment. It's been over for 3 hours. And here are these kids in the hall. What are they looking like?
There's bang.
No, they can still smell it, right? So we've got it's either moving or it's lasting. I want you to talk to a partner real quick about what you think it might mean to linger, if the smell lingered in the room. Alright, what do we think? Brandon, what do you think? He said he thinks it stays. Let's see. Brandon, why don't you go erase the definition for me? Top left. Alright, it says to stay in one place longer than necessary. Does that make sense for the smell to stay in that place longer than necessary?
Yes.
Okay, that means it was lingering. Are smells the only thing that can linger?
No.
No. Can people linger?
Yes.
How?
Just stay there.
They don't take no.
How about when we come in here every day and then we go to the bathroom and then we're walking back to class? Or you like this fast? And I said don't linger in the hallways.
You walk.
I mean you're trying to stay in the hallways. Exactly. You're trying to stay in one place longer than you need to be. So I tell you not to linger in the hallways. So make sure you have this sentence written down and this definition. Now, our synonyms are a little bit difficult on this one.
Baby,
Yes, ma'am?
Landon Walker's checking out.
Okay, I'll send him.
Thank you.
Let me hold on to that sheet. I want you to finish it tomorrow, okay? Now, our synonyms are loiter and procrastinate. Have any of you ever heard the word procrastinate before?
No.
Ooh, Sean has. Melissa has. When you procrastinate, you kind of put things off. So, when you're lingering in the hall, you're putting off coming to class. If you're loitering, sometimes you see those signs outside of places of business that say no loitering. I don't want you to be there longer than you have to. Okay. Alright, do we need more time on this one?
Yes.
Okay.